Back with another video, and I just finished watching Flame Monroe on the Breakfast Club. Um, because after seeing AT Alien, her review, her commentary about Flame Monroe and the Breakfast Club, and the fact that she said there's a lot of things that she totally agree with. So I try not to listen to a lot of LGBTQ, what she called it, PTSD. She wanted they want all the alphabets. They want all the letters in the alphabet. I decided I need to today. While I'm doing a lot of stuff, I just after I listen to something I witnessed today, because when you're talking about LGBTQ, you can't say nothing. I can't approach them. If I want to ask a question, oh, I don't like how you came at me. Oh, that was just rude. My thing is completely 100% unapproachable. There is no way. Let's say, for example, I'm outside my property, my 2.6 acres of property. It's a sanctuary for all animals and insects. All animals, insects, reptiles, whatever. I don't kill them. They're not allowed to come in the house and do anything, but I just tell the insects, don't sting me and be good. They come in the house, they don't sting nobody in the house. People think I'm crazy, but I'm just in tune with nature because I grew up in nature up until adulthood, to graduate out of high school. You grew up in nature. You know, like the urban areas where houses are apart and in the woods you clear out a spot. And that's me. And that's how I live now on my little property, even though it's a subdivision. With people, most of that own their trailers and land. But anyway, the example is, for some reason I don't have a close connection with dogs, deers and insects and birds and squirrels and rabbits and cats. I'm kind of okay. But for some reason a dog, I'm okay with some dogs, but there's something about a dog that I get this uneasy feeling, and I'm in the house. I don't care how nice they might be. But anyway, I'm going to approach an animal, and I'm going to say the dog this time because I look at dogs I way better, but I get that uneasy. The dog stares at me. I'm trying to connect with them like I did a deer one day, like I did a mockingbird one day, like I did insects one day. I got pictures to prove I'm not crazy. So I'm trying to relate to the dog, but I don't know how to approach a dog. So I look at them and I wave at them. But if they come toward me, I'm hightailing in the house because I just sense. And even though I'm not, that's just me trying to resonate with animals, because the dogs are the only one I can't really resonate with like that. Because as a child, I looked the dog in the eye and the dog growled at me. They say, you don't never look dogs in the eye. But now you can look dogs in the eye. I was being nice to the dog. You know, I kind of connected to the dog, but the dog didn't connect with me. I was a child. Probably like 8, 9. And the dog growled. I said, okay, I thought I'd look at you. I was resonating with you. You know, animals, they're living in nature then. So the dog, when I look at the dog, you know, he growled at me. That made me nervous. So I'm thinking that's why I don't resonate with them now, even though they may be different, because I'm hearing dogs and animals are more conscious now. So I still don't resonate with dogs because of that. I might have to get past that. But they haven't got past it yet. And it just came to me just now as to why dogs are the only one I don't resonate with like that. Even though I don't have that issue with all dogs. Mostly outdoor dogs. But anyway, in saying all of that, it's just to give you an idea what I'm trying to say with the LGBT people when trying to resonate, relate, talk with them. you don't know what to say. No matter how you put it, you are total 1,000% genuine, and they get offended. And perfect example is when my dad was in the hospital before he died, in and out. And there was this nurse there. He was a gay guy. He dressed like male and everything, but he was obviously gay. That was obvious. He didn't hide that. But I don't have an issue with nobody from LGBT. To me, it's not me, but I'm good with everybody. And I'm genuinely good with everybody. Because I've had female lesbian, that approach me. But when they approach me, they realize she ain't that way, even though they are attracted to me. But they know I'm not attracted to them in that way. I'm just, I just like everybody. I don't care if you're black or white, gay or not, whatever. I just care about people. But with this guy, we talking whatever. I'm thinking I'm having a good conversation with this person. And my dad say something wrong with him. Now my dad is 80. He's within his last few months of life. And you know these old people. Me, I'm not like that. So he helping my dad. He sensed that from my dad. My dad never said it in front of him. He just said it. And I just looked at it because I don't, he is who he is. He live his life, I live my life. But as we were talking, he offended me. Asking me, see, I was keeping my grandson's little brother, who at that time was like 1 or 2 years old. And he thought, now me, I'm like 56 at the time. So, you're 56 at the time. So, he asked, first of all, it was a question that it's like it's kind of hard to explain. It says when you talking back and forth, when you genuinely being genuine with a person, you don't have a problem with a person because you just resonate with the person, you be who you are, and you thinking you being genuine with this person, you don't have no kind of feelings, whether the person is gay or straight or whatever. You just genuine. But when somebody offends you the way this guy offended me, and then other gay people so I decided, I'm just not going to deal with that because that made me feel some kind of low as a woman. I'm like, why would I feel less? Why would I want to feel less than a woman? Because somebody else makes me feel that way, whether you are gay or not. I don't like feeling that way. That offended me. And therefore, I'm like, okay, I didn't say anything. Then I had to go talk to another woman, my sister and somebody else, because I like, am I crazy or what? Maybe I just took it wrong. So I was just, like I'm doing now, carry the conversation, say this is what happened, that. My sister like, he said that to you? Tell me, that wasn't right. I said, oh, so I'm not crazy. Then I spoke it to somebody else, and they just looked at me. I forgot the words that the person used, but in talking to other women, especially other women who have gay friends, because I don't really have gay friends, I just like everybody. But when I mentioned it to them, everybody saw it as, well, oh, he said that to you? I said, okay, so I'm not crazy. Then I kind of mentioned it to somebody who basically, I guess, would be a gay supporter person, would be like a best friend to a gay person. I kind of, like I'm talking now, just talking. The person look at me, oh, yeah, all right. I'm like, okay. I see it. So my thing is, okay, I'm good with you. Be who you want, live your life. It's just that I don't like feeling that way. And because this person did that, this person ruined the inner feeling, positive feeling that I had to approach any gay person. So now I just don't approach them because I do not feel like I'm not going to walk around here feeling feeling what's it called, internally negative about something somebody says, and they're just carrying on as if they don't know they're being offensive. I'm never going to talk to you. It's just never going to happen. So in saying all of that, it just gives you a little bit of idea of where I am with LGBT people. So that's why I didn't look at the thing with Charlamagne at first. With the, and 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 I see Sheila E. wasn't on there. Angela Yee wasn't on there. Why, I don't know. She probably had something else to do. But as for what, and she says, how she said that thing? She, he, we, makes absolutely no sense to me. But like he says, I agree with everything he says, especially with this, like he says, he just experienced both parts. He gets experience it all, and he was, as he called it, personating a woman when he gave birth to his children from his loins, and he is attracted to women that think they are men. Okay. Okay. But women who are attracted to men, women who identify as men, they will only like women. So I don't see how that match up. Based on an article that I read with these lesbian women, how they're having issues with trans women, and you can look up that story. You can look that up. There's a big issues with them for this thing called cotton something. But anyway, and all of that said, I listened to it all the way through. I totally 100% agree with what he says. Because Malik Yoba came on there and just confused everything. We can't say nothing. The problem is people, like say women and men, who prefer the lifestyle of being with the opposite sex, gets confused because we can only think who we are. But if you thinking who you are, we don't understand that. The same way a woman don't understand the makeup of a man, a transgender woman don't understand the makeup of a woman. And it's like Flame said, and this is what I always understood years ago. He learned how to be a woman by watching women, his mama, his sisters, I don't know if he had a sister, his mama, his aunties, cousins, sisters, whatever. That's how he learned to be a woman. And people don't get mad with that. No, that's the way I always understood it. And I was always unconfused with understanding it that way. But with Malik Yoba coming, like, I still had to watch that all the way through because it's so annoying. So annoying. So, I'm taking a deep breath because I'm trying to say things right. And trying to be right about how I say it. Because I don't have any problem with LGBT people, except that they're completely unapproachable to me. I can't sit there and have a conversation like it's chilling. These those members of the gay community, LGBTQ, PTSD, however Flame said it, community. She asked a question. Oh, that's offensive. Oh, that's rude. Well, how do you identify? Man, woman. Oh, that's rude. So, how are we supposed to? Basically, I don't say anything. If you talking, I don't say he, she, we, they, nothing. I just had a conversation with you, and I just genuinely tell you what I feel and what I think. I don't care who you identify. In my mind, if you're a man, you dress like a man, you talk like a woman, your mannerisms of a woman, talk, act, whatever, I'm going to see you as who you are. I'm not trying to figure out who you identify because I don't care who you identify. I see who you are. So I'm just gonna know who you are. I don't care nothing about your pronouns. If you're a man, in my mind, you're a man. You dress like a woman, like Flame Monroe. In the beginning, I saw Flame Monroe as a woman until they said she was transgender. Totally confusing to me on first sight. So now I'm weirded out because the LGBT is unapproachable. There is nothing you can say or ask generally, especially as a black woman, that they don't take offense to. Even Charlemagne asked a couple of questions, and Flame took offense to it. But she said, "I'll get to that. I don't like how you asked that." All right. I ain't gonna ask you nothing. The first time you say, "Oh, I don't like how you asked that," I ain't never asking your particular person nothing else ever, because if I'm not free to talk to you, why am I talking to you? And that goes for any brother, whether you are LGBT, whether you are um, white or black, based on whatever the issue is, black issues, white issues, non-black issues, non-white issues, it's political, whatever, religious, whatever. Thing is, if I can't genuinely approach you and you come at me, make me feel some kind of way for genuinely trying to connect with you, the connection stops for me. I deal with you based on what you give me. It is with that. Moving on, that said, I totally agree with everything that Flame Monroe said about LGBTQ. It makes absolutely sense when he explained it that way. Only thing I disagree with is the Monique thing. And the reason I disagree with that, I might read some of this article. I just pulled this article up as as something just to look at while I'm giving my point of view on this. Now, let's go with what this article says. Comedian Flame Monroe is targeting fellow comic Monique in a recent interview while critiquing a Precious star. She also took aim at her husband of 13 years, Sidney Hicks. Now, on the Breakfast Club, he said he never met Sidney and this and this and that. He backtracked on that. He said he just got some of the whatever that was meant for Monique. Now, Monroe, a transgender woman, recently appeared on the Tammy McLeod show on Fox Soul, which is a show I will not be watching. I will not be supporting no Fox Soul. And that's because after I guess Tammy Mac came on This Nation, and the way that interview went, I didn't like it at all. I forgot what she said because I don't basically hold on to it like that. As far as memory word for word, you be jotting out those notes. But I just remember it'll probably come back to me. But it's something about that didn't go, and I was totally annoyed. So I won't be putting Fox Soul app on my phone and be watching. I'm just now decided to watch Zeus because it come on YouTube, and I was not gonna watch Tokyo Ratchet. Dang. Now I'm waiting for the next episode. You know it. I'll watch it a week later when it comes on here. I don't care. So now I'll subscribe to the Zeus on YouTube. I'm not gonna pay because I don't want to pay. I don't mind seeing it late. But if something big happens, like what's going on with this thing with these things, these beefing with Portia and Lonnie and Portia and then all of that, then I'll be checking those clippings right after, because people talking about it or based on what they're talking about it or sharing about it, I will give my little feedback off of that, off of what the other vloggers are saying. Now, Monroe, a transgender woman, recently appeared on, I read that already, Monique, and where she ripped in to Monique for her past homophobic comedy material. I think people coming back out and saying somebody homophobic as a way to come back out, I take issue with that, because you can't go back 20 years and try to bring somebody down for that. I don't think Monique coming down for that, and as yet I have not heard Monique anything about Monique even responding to this. Because if she ain't responding in all them years, why would she respond now? Like he said, he not gonna do the back and forth. You gotta have somebody to respond to do a back and forth, and I haven't heard Monique say anything yet. Now, here's the funniest part. You tore me down for my lifestyle. Now, he said this. He said, this man said, this is what Monique did. You never heard Monique say it. This man said this how it went down. And it probably did went down that way. But for some reason, I just sense that with Monique, that's not exactly how it went down. That's how they say it went down. Because of all the stuff I've seen going on with Monique up from this Lee Daniel thing up to now. Monique might be a certain way. But all this thing that people are saying, I don't believe all that stuff about Monique. And he said, you tore me down. And then turn around and marry my lifestyle. I don't get how in the world. So Monique lifestyle is open marriage. A natural born woman married to a natural born man. What do you call it? Open relationship. She sleep with other men, whatever. He sleep with other women, whatever. That is not a gay lifestyle. Unless you saying Monique sleeping with women, that actually making no sense to me. She said, you've been knowing me all these years. Gay bashing don't work with me. Did you ever hear? I've never heard Monique gay bash. No, I've never heard Monique gay bash nobody. Saying this particular reliable source said this is what went down with Monique. People can lie. You never heard Monique say it, so I don't know. When host Tammy Mack asked Monroe to clarify what she meant when she previously said Monique married her type, you can only look at that one way. She boldly alluded that Hicks is a member of the LGBTQ community himself. How in the world this man get beat? So you trying to say this man like men? Oh, I don't know about this man. You done said it now. When host Tammy Mack asked Monroe, okay, I read that already. Stevie Wonder can see that, she said. So Stevie Wonder can see that Sidney Hicks is gay. Sidney Hicks sleep with men. I don't get that. It's not making no sense to me. He just decided to let that go. Because who are you to bring this man out when he seems to be totally into Monique? Anyway, the question is, who is daddy calling daddy? So she's saying Monique is daddy calling her husband daddy. So what are you trying to say? Monique is a man like you? I don't get it. It makes absolutely no sense to me. Now, neither Monique nor Hicks has responded to Fran Monroe's claim about their relationship. As she shouldn't. I don't think she should respond. Because that is what she Monroe said back then. This is what I think went down. Because of something that Monroe said on the Breakfast Club. Monroe said, fat woman jokes was going away. So, and he mentioned that it was him, Monique, I think somebody else that was on this platform, this comedy platform, and fat women joke was going away. So, and I said this before, well in my head, I don't know if I did a video on it. Monique Monroe is a woman impersonator. Period. He said it. He's a man. When he around his kids, school, friends, whatever, he's a man. Because he's not trying to upset his kids like Malik Yoba did. Switching, I totally agree with. Now, this man, nobody looking at it from this way, but this is what I'm seeing what went down. This is what I think went down. This fat woman thing, because Monique ended up losing a whole lot of weight and had to gain some weight back. Because when you big boned, you do not want to look like you're dying when you lose all your weight. Now, Flav Monroe is a woman impersonator, full woman impersonator. There's no man to it unless he talks about the big thing down there. But Monique is a full natural born black woman comedy. Now, if the black woman scene is going away, nobody want to talk about fat no more. Who is going to replace Monique? Flav Monroe would replace Monique as the woman part of the show and rise up. I don't blame Monique for not wanting to work with this person. And they said lifestyle, but the bottom line is a man will replace Monique as a woman in this comedy world. And I think that's where a lot of the problem went. I think that's a lot of it. Monique didn't want to work with Flav because Flav was going to replace her as a woman. And now you got a full woman doing what Monique do. So Monique gets kicked to the backside somewhere and left out. Okay, we don't need you no more, Monique. We already got a woman to replace you. But it's an actual man at home with his children. Going around, live with the kids and with the family and all that. He's a man. Okay. That is what I think happened. I don't think Monique had a homophobic problem with his lifestyle. I think Monique had a problem with his lifestyle replacing her as a woman in the comedy world. And look where Monique is now. She had to fight and scrounge to get where she is, but she there. And she has a lawsuit against. And they pick up that Netflix boycott thing. Monique did that to bring attention to what's going on. And that catapult her, now that she's there. And these people instead of putting on other people. Another thing Monroe said. He said, and this is how I know this thing is Monique being replaced. Women, like Monique, women, period, natural born women being replaced by women impersonator. And he said it. He said, but her talking about boycotting, she didn't mention the lawsuit, boycotting Netflix. They say because of, and this number her lawsuit ain't even about this. After we look at the lady pulled the lawsuit paper, it shows that she's not even suing for that. gender, um, gender and race. That's not really what she's suing for. People put that out there, and that's all everybody talking about. And he said that, and the fact that he said, um, all these other different non-black women, all like Asian and Latino and Hispanic, all of these, not the one he probably said, but basically. So you got then you got a woman. So he said it. You got black in him. You got woman in him. You got a man in him. And what else? And you got LGBTQ in him. So she don't have a leg to stand on because Netflix got it all wrapped up. And though she can go sit down. You know what that tells me? You want to tell black women, go sit down somewhere in a gutter because we replacing you. That is what went down with Monique years ago. This is what I'm sensing went down. It wasn't about her being homophobic to him. It's not her being homophobic to his lifestyle. It's about his lifestyle coming in and just replacing her as a black woman, replacing black women, period. Saying, okay, they got the black women in there. Okay, we men, we already got the black men role. We already got the black woman role in there. We don't need you no more, black woman. Just go sit down somewhere and starve to death. Go sit down somewhere and be miserable. We already got the black woman in the man, in the black man, called Flame Monroe. This is what I'm sensing from this. And apparently this is on like a spiritual level for me. So, because it's how I'm thinking, it's something that I'm just intuitively sensing. It's how that went down. So, as we move on, let me see, this is the end of the article. So that's the end of the article. This is a very short article. And I like article that basically gets to the point. Now they say take a look at the clips below. I'm not going to look at the clips below because I've seen it already on other people's channel. They're on other vloggers. Done talked about it, so I don't heard it, so I ain't need to hear it again. Y'all probably heard it too. So basically, this thing, basically, the thing with Monique, Flame Monroe, coming out after Tiffany Haddish put him on, and he said that on the show, coming out through Tammy Mack on the Fox Soul, and he used that platform, that pathway to where he is now on the Breakfast Club and up here Bad Mountain Monique. And Monique and Sydney not once responded. Because I promise you, Monique gonna respond. But right now, she's not responding. Just like Portia Williams never responded to Tasha K. Monique, take that lesson and don't respond to this, because all it's gonna do is explode in her face with her being homophobic, which she's not. There's nothing homophobic about Monique. Everybody knows that. But you mad about something that happened 20 years ago because Monique, the elite, shut it down, that you're not going to replace Monique as a woman. Because replacing Monique as a woman is replacing all black women, more so ADOS black women, who are women who prefer men, who prefer natural born men, who only prefer women. You shouldn't get rid of a woman that was born of a woman. She was born a woman. The vessel in the mother's womb was created. The body created was a woman. that Monique's spirit went into. And the body vessel created for Monroe was a male body, and his spirit come into. So, thing is this. Black women are not trying to be replaced by black men. Because white LGBT men are not trying to replace white women. Black men are the only ones trying to replace black women. And we as black women is not going to sit back and just die and just go away. We exist on this earth. And to say, go somewhere, this is not working. And I think this is what happened with Monique, Sydney, and Flame Monroe. Look at this woman. At first glance, I couldn't tell this was a woman until they said it was transgender. That confused me. Okay, I don't like being confused. Monique is with her husband. I don't know who he is in his sexual life, because he's trying to say the man likes men. Or he's trying to say Monique like women. Or Monique is a man. I don't know what Monroe is trying to say. Like I say, it's confusing. And at this time, it's not a time for Monique. Monique got her lawsuit going on with Netflix. And people want to say it's gender and race. The girl broke it down. It got nothing to do with gender and race. It got everything to do with the fact that they don't want to pay natural born black women what they pay black men and natural born white women and gays and gay men and women and not even gay women. Because Wanda Sykes got offered less than Monique, but like Wanda Sykes say, she got a Netflix deal now because they offered her more, so she get her money. Monique never got hers. And she just and basically she is suing on employment issues. Okay, you offered me a job, then then you took it back, and based on the pay, she got a case. So we shall see how that turned out. But she gonna be worrying about what Flame Monroe saying out there about her and her husband. She focused on this case, on this Netflix deal, and this thing with Flame Monroe is just a distraction for Monique. That's not working. But anyway, transgender comic slams Monique for hypocrisy. And I think that's only come out because she suing Netflix. It's not working. Okay, we're gonna bring Flame Monroe back to get people mad at you, get you distracted. It's not working because she didn't respond. And I'm pretty sure Sydney is the one that said don't respond. Don't respond. Let Flame Monroe do what Flame Monroe wanna do. This is what we do. But anyway, that's it for this video.